Today we continue our conversation with 5 Generation Z voters as they gear up to vote in next Tuesday's primary. These Samford University students are in different grades, lean different ways on the political spectrum, and some don't identify with either party. But they all agree the U.S. Senate race to replace retiring Richard Shelby is the one that will get them to the polls next week. And in a race where they are inundated with ads about the candidates, how do they get the facts? And when it comes to getting information about a race like that, where do you go? Where do you go to learn more about the candidates?
If you go on their websites, you're going to get the correct information. Don't go on Facebook and look and see who to vote for.
So you go to the websites.
Look at the platforms, and then also I think local news helps a lot because, I mean, we're talking about local and like regional level issues, and so hearing from local sources about those issues is more helpful than just any news website.
Mackenzie, a sophomore, noted she had a chance to hear directly from the top 3 polling GOP candidates when they visited the university.
Some members in our club will ask some really tough questions, and it is really neat to be able to see how they would handle that, and just to kind of see how they think on the fly. So I have had the chance to be able to really see how they would be in the seat.
These students all expressed a desire to do their homework and fact-check the candidates. We also spoke about how lawmakers get things done in the nation's capital. Do you think it's possible for lawmakers, where we're at today, to put down the differences and work together?
It's definitely possible because I've seen numerous examples while being here at Samford. You put the most heavy Democrat and you put a staunch Republican in the same room together, and I've seen them talk and come to a mutual understanding.
So we need to isolate the issues that we agree on from the issues that we disagree on and say, okay, we're going to just tackle these issues, because what we're getting is just endless stonewalling and
waste of time, waste of money.
Yes, waste of time, waste of money. Nothing is being done. It's just so ineffectual.
The students also talked about the generational differences they see and how that may play a role in politics moving forward.
I feel like our generation, and I say our generation lightly, I feel like the people who are in their starting to vote and in their 20s and even into their early 30s and late 30s, I believe that they I mean us, are better about just listening, even if they don't agree. People stopped respecting each other.
It's become about theatrics almost.
Exactly.
Yeah. People have forgotten
the show.
People have forgotten that everyone who's involved in politics is involved because they care and they want to fix things, even if they have different solutions for those things. And we need to compare the solutions and say, okay, which is better, which is going to work for us, instead of just attacking based on character or attacking because they're red and I'm blue, or they support this and I don't. Because at the end of the day, everybody cares and everyone wants to do something.
With the new generation of voters, these students may see the world and issues in a different light, thanks to something that most of these students have grown up with.
Social media has really helped us be able to see the different views of people, not just in our state, not just in our country, but across the world. So I think when you have all these views in mind, it makes you more open to listen. So I think that will be more of a factor with our generation coming up. So I will argue that.
I agree.
Yeah.
So what do these young voters have to pass along to us all? Their final thoughts before you vote tomorrow. I'm Ian Wright, WVTM 13 News.